Hi. So, in this video, we are going to understand the top 10 reasons why engineers are unemployed. The first one is skill gap. They have complete understanding of the theory. They are more confident on theory, but they can't do the actual practical things. Like during the college, school, they know the book, they know the subject, they know the basic concepts, but they are not familiar with the software. For example, if any electrical or electronics mechatronics engineer, if we ask him or her to create a PCB or make circuit or make electrical diagram, then they are not familiar with respect to the software. They don't know how exactly it is used. They can draw properly, they can tell you the concept and layout, but they are not that much confident to take a KiCad or MATLAB or give the some solution. We have to tell them these are the multiple sources, you can use this that, and then multiple question problem they will tell you, like, I don't know, मैंने use नहीं किया, I don't have license, they don't know how to use it, and many more things. So these are the, again, lack of skill gap, where few people from the programming side, they know the logic, they know how to solve, they know the what type of languages can solve this. But if you are asking them to create a code immediately, they are not at all confident enough. They will give you silly reasons like, I don't have laptop. uh, if you're giving a system, they will tell, this is not installed, this error is not going, and many more things. So this is like practical things. The mindset for the skill is not at all good for them. That's why there is a huge skill gap lacking, and this type of people no one wants to select or take in an organization or a company. So they are unemployed. The second problem is that oversupply of graduates. There are like lakhs of engineers are there from every single department, but there is huge competition. Everyone should understand, if you are becoming an engineer, you want a job, then you should have some skill which distinguish yourself from the other engineer. Something, I'm not saying every single thing you should master, but you should be uniquely qualified in some subject, particular way of doing your work or practical things. So huge crowd of the engineers make a less job availability. Let consider there is an opening of one position in any company. uh, Actually company gets more than lakhs or around resumes, and they have to select from them. Few of them they select or deselect in the by seeing the resume itself. They won't even look at the detail, skill, and many more. They have a fixed defined keyword. If that is not the criteria of their job description, they remove themselves there only. So there are many more things, but yeah, the huge competition is there. The next big issue is that lack of industry exposure. Now, in this, those engineers belongs where they never done internship in their life. They don't know how to talk to client. They don't know how to approach a vendor, how to talk to a team, how to work in a complete group, how to make the project, how exactly the industry work. They are completely unaware. They don't know the actual industrial project. If you're asking them this question, have you ever work on any project, they will proudly say yes, college project. That is the curriculum. Have you ever worked on the actual project, actual industry project? So they really don't have answer. Like out of thousand you will get one or two candidate, they will tell you properly, okay, I have done this that. Also they haven't done the industrial visit at all. Just because of college or school, they went at least once or twice, and over there also they haven't explored the properly. Just because group went for the industrial visit, so they are just surrounding, like roaming. Fine, we came to visit and this is the Ivin, let's enjoy and have fun, and that's it. They haven't prepared some queries, question, ask, meet to the those people, understand the process, report dena hai. Like they never took all of these things seriously. They expect on the basis of the college project, the industry will give them the actual huge projects to work on the live environment. I would like to highlight this point is that even if you ask what project you have done in the college or academic, how it went, what you did, so they proudly say टीम में मैं ही करता था, बाकी सब खुद डॉक्यूमेंट्स करके चले गए, प्रोजेक्ट सिर्फ मैंने किया. या देर आर सम पीपल दे से आई वॉज दैट डॉक्यूमेंटेशन वाला गाय, अदर्स हैव डन द प्रोजेक्ट. I know little bit knowledge. Some working a project they say. So you can see the confidence over here. So ultimately they lack a entire industrial exposure. How exactly the market works, how exactly the project work. So this is again the huge gap. Is that poor communication skills or poor soft skills. So in this issue, those engineers are there, they really lack a poor communication. They are really brilliant, they have huge knowledge, they know the problem, they know the solution, but they can't explain, or they don't know how to explain. They have huge ideas, but they don't know how to work with the team. They have to, you know, they don't even confident to talk in between a group or that particular project. If they have some idea, they can give some solution, still they can't able to talk. Many of the people or engineers are failed in the interview just because of the communication. They can't able to convey and prove themselves that okay, I know this, I am skilled into all of these areas. So yeah, lack of soft skills is experience demand. Now industry is looking for those engineers, they are at intermediate or beginner level, they are expecting 1 to 3 years experience. At least they should have a pretty good hands on experience on the actual project, the mechanical side, electrical or software, any work. Now luckily there are some companies, they give opportunity and they try to make these youngsters, they train them, they try to get that level of student. And you should really appreciate if you get that opportunity. You never miss like मुझे इतना ही सैलरी मिल रहा है, आई एम फ्रॉम आईआईटी एंड मुझे जॉब ही नहीं मिल रहा है. Don't expect, there are thousand, I don't know the number, so many colleges, and in every college you know the count of people. Those engineers are passing, and then every single person has to be hired and placed is you're expecting. So there is no chance at all if you're not skilled with some experience. So let's consider if you're studying in engineering college gives you some exposure. At least they have good infrastructure. If you're from software background, don't you have a laptop or computer, don't you have a systems in the college itself, so you should learn over there. There is a YouTube, so many things, multiple applications are available on your mobile itself, the tablet, or at least you can afford something if you are affording the engineering. For other like civil engineers, they can visit the multiple sites around them, they can try to connect to those type of industry people around them. Same for the mechanical, visit the local vendors, look at how they're working, what things they're doing, what mechanical, like welding, cutting, these are very basic simple things. So I doubt maybe out of 10, 9 people will reject you to stay and look at this, that कोई बोल देगा कि भाई हम हमारे पास इतना टाइम नहीं कि आप ये सब देखते बैठो एंड ऑल. बट you have to understand to make that person to allow you to learn something. So at least that one person will allow you, so you can learn that. Also you try to convey your professor, they will give you this opportunity to meet the people, understand, get the internship, get the exposure and many more. Due to this experience demand, the freshers get stuck in the loop, and they're like, for a job I need experience, and for experience I need a job, and the cycle goes on. Next problem is location issues. Luckily, if you're living your life into dream cities like metro cities, the tech hub, all of this, then there is a huge chance that you can really go crack the interview. If you're studying into this city, you're already living your dream life. You just have to learn and get the job. Try all the ways to get that job, learn, upgrade, improve yourself. But imagine there are many engineers, they really don't have the access to this location. Let's consider example, if person is from some village area, can't have access to go to the Delhi or Bombay for the interview. Still there is some online way or many more. So really this become a huge issue. They have to invest a lot of on the fund, travel, stay, and again, what's the guarantee that they will get a job? So again, this is the problem. Even after they are having great communication skills, they are having a huge knowledge about to provide some solution on actual industrial issues. So due to all this, they are lacking, and they are adjusting actually. They are adjusting about their location stay. Then there are many people, they try to shift to friends, they rent some flat or many more things. So these are already ongoing, but still the number of quantity may be less or the engineers are more, that's why. But yeah, it's become a big issue for the unemployment. The next issue is that outdated curriculum. So first thing, you are selecting a lot of factors for selecting the engineering college. After that, the fees, the stay, and completing education. Then there is very limited branches. There are many universities and colleges still don't have the latest trending technologies which are using in market. Those type of in what we can say, the branches are not there. So there are some colleges, machine learning AI is not there. Even some colleges doesn't have the mechanical itself. So imagine the level of education or a system is there for some engineer to learn and grow, which is still not there. And there are places where they're teaching you the basic of every single subject. They have given you the all the access to the library, access to the books, but still the entire curriculum and exam for the degree what you are studying is very practical, very less practical and more theory. You are just studying for the passing, and again you are, I'm pretty sure there was one subject for the computer engineering operating system. In operating system, we were learning about the Fortran and C basic C programming. While here, world is working on the Python, ML machine learning, where the vision related vision systems or TensorFlow, Keras, all these packages and updated things are there regarding the all APIs or software or many more things. The PLC, HMS, SCADA, I don't even remember where these words were existing when I was studying. This is like outdated curriculum. People are not at all aware. Now at least we have a phone and we are completely aware. These are the problems in market. These are the systems or topics that is used from the engineering to build something like that. You are completely aware or getting the idea about, okay, so and so person become entrepreneur and he started this, he did this, and this is made using this application, this language, or blah blah. There are n number of examples, but still this should come from the college itself. The professor should teach you that, they should give you a multiple ideas. So curriculum should be updated. The next important issue is low salary offers. So even if you're skilled, you tried your best, you cracked the interview, you got the job, but after that there is very low salary, and you will feel like, oh, I have done in engineering and this was my expense and this is the salary I'm getting. So you will feel demotivated, and lot of engineers are not getting job because they are just rejecting. They have invested so many things, of course the time, of course the money, they have sacrificed a lot of things and they're getting low pay. So this is becoming a big issue for them. The best example of having a low salary is, imagine a mechanical engineering have completed the degree, he cracked the interview, he got the job, but with 9,000 salary per month, and he has to develop a design CAD models for the company which provide the animations to the client. Imagine on in that 9,000 he have to manage his now life. and he's spending a huge brain on that, his time and many more things. So this is really demotivating people a lot. That's why it becoming again the big issue for unemployment. Next issue is focus on the government job. Now there are engineers, they are trying their best to crack the interview, get the placement, get the job from reference, from contacts, visiting personally, but still they are not getting a positive response. Then they are looking for the higher studies, or it's a choice. They are already looking for the higher studies or other competitive exams like UPSC, MPSC. They are taking a gaps for this, and again they are trying their best there, but luckily few of them get selected. Not everyone get that chance. So again that huge gap, after that they try to go back to the jobs, private sectors, and again the interview process is repeat. So luckily if someone gets selected, well and good, they're adjusting on salary and happily working 9 to 5. And if you are not selected, then again they are jobless and again looking for the next job. So the cycle is repeated. And the last issue is a lack of specialization. They took engineering maybe due to some pressure or maybe due to their interest. They are not at all happy with their field itself, or there are people they are literally happy due to what career they have selected, why they are there. But few people are like, they know the basics, they know the coding, but they don't know how to build an app. They know the mechanical engineering, but they really shiver to develop some machine or a part. They will think a lot. पैसा जाएगा, पार्ट गलत हुआ तो क्यूसी क्वालिटी में गलत आया तो डायमेंशन गलत हुए तो, लाइक देर आर सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस. एंड they really lack they really lack to specialize or master into particular area. They don't select their niche. Okay, I am strong into this area, let me do something better, advance. They do a lot of job switches. They are not at all clear what I have to do. If I'm getting good salary, let's jump. If I'm getting good salary, let's jump. They don't know themselves. Okay, I am master here and let me improve this, or I am doing multiple things and let me explore all of that. Most of trying for the MNC at beginning itself, if you are like trying for the startup, they get irritated by startup, then they again jump. These jumps are very constantly. So just imagine the level of experience they will get and the level of work and money they will get. So growing, not growing from the skill point of view, not growing from money, and not even experience. So all of this ultimately leading somewhere the unemployment. Luckily if you are surviving and doing really well in market. So that's it for this video, and I hope I have covered a lot of real problems for the unemployment of engineers. And do not feel that engineers are jobless. They have some creativity, they have a really good knowledge. Only they have to improve, focus, not give up, and do their best. And mostly they should develop on these skills to know about what are the hard skill and soft skill. There are these two videos you can follow, see, watch, understand where you are lacking in between, or you are the one of them or not. So just try to learn something. This video is not at all to expose anyone or target anything, but this is the understanding of the reality what actually facing. And because of that, why the engineers are going to the unemployment, because down the line there are people they will motivate engineers. Okay, I want to be engineer. It is a dream job. It is a dream profession that people wants to be an engineer. So if some kid comes to you and ask what is engineering, your engineering, how you feel, then you should confidently say, yeah, these are the possible ways and I really like it, or you are proud of yourself. So that's it. So I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.